Hey there, Leo, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. Welcome to the reading for the week of January 9th through the 15th. Wow, this is a week to really empower yourself because you have the card here of the sword. The sword says to make the change. She's taking her sword to her hair and cutting her hair. This is a big opportunity for you to release and let go of things that don't really fit you anymore. And we have the card, it's called Villain, but what it says here is you can always rewrite the story. Make the change. So whatever it is that you think has been your story, wow, that's a nice card. Whatever you think has been your story, and you guys, you've had such, okay, so let me help you rewrite your story. Instead of saying you had a really difficult year, which I'm sure you think, because you did, we're going to change that now, okay? So 2022 was a year of great opportunity for learning about how strong and resilient you are and what you're capable of overcoming. And you've been able to walk out of 2022 with your head held high, knowing you did that. You got through that. And that is something that only if you've walked through the fire can you have that sense of knowing of how strong and resilient you are. Right? Like, that is tempered steel. That's what they make swords out of, by the way, is tempered steel. For years, I've told people I'm tempered steel. And so I'm going to let you say that about yourself, too. So here's the thing. Steel, it's put into the heat, and it's melted, and they pull it out, and they pound it and pound it and pound it. Then they fold it on top of it and pound it some more, and then they stick it back in and they melt it, and they pull it out and they pound it, and they fold it, pound, put it back in. And the more often they do that, the more tempered it becomes. And the more tempered it becomes, the stronger it is. And the stronger the steel is, the more it has the ability to withstand the fights, right? It's the one that stands up to it. If you make your shield out of it, it blocks the blows from the other sword. You want a really strong shield, and you want a really strong, sharp sword for yourself. And so this past year, while you've been in the fires, that's what's been happening. And Venus is getting ready to do a big vacation through your sign. She's going to be there from June until October. And while she is in your sign this year, she is going to be working to remind you you're strong and you're resilient and you're capable. Venus is all about self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, and these are not things that somebody gives you. These are things you give to yourself. And so the more that you are responsible and accountable for your own thoughts and beliefs and the way you view yourself, the more you write your own story of courage and conviction and strength and resilience, the more that becomes your truth. And it is your truth that makes the change, the sword. And so this year, you're kicking that off right now. We have a week where it's still relatively quiet as far as the planets go. After that new moon next week, it picks up. It starts really cooking along. Mars is stationing direct on Thursday the 12th and moving forward on the 13th. We've got Mercury next week when the station direct clears its shadow by the 7th. What's really interesting is that right around the 7th, you have Mars that's moving forward, sextiling your sign, while Jupiter is trining your sign and conjunct Chiron that wants to help heal. So this is really powerful healing energy. Things are picking up. How strong you are depends on your perception of yourself and what you choose to be. So have faith in yourself. Be open to receiving from yourself and from others. So you have here for the card of the key to the situation is you've got the card of the clover. You're in the clover, baby. You have luck on your side. The overall energy, wow, look at this, the card of the heart. That's you. This is showing how mirrored the world is. So when you tell a story of being a victim, the world reflects back the opportunity for you to prove that you're a victim. When you say to the world, I am strong, I am resilient, I am courageous, the world reflects back to you that you're strong, you're resilient, and you're courageous. When you say to the world, I love myself, the world says, we love you, Leo. You create the mirror through which the world reflects back to you. So write your story. Write the one that you want. You've been looking for some stability. Of course you have. Oh, this has a turn on it. Turn. Look that up. Spiritual meaning of turn. I don't know what it is. It's a seabird. It's like a seagull, but it's not. It has a different energetic message with it. It's about balance. I've looked it up before and I can't remember it right now. So I never noticed that. This is a deck I've not used before. It's Ciro Marchetti's Lenormand, Gilded Lenormand. But you've been seeking how to anchor yourself, how to get stability. But that turn is really important, so make sure you look that up. You can just Google that. In the area of what's been draining your energy, it's the burden of responsibility. Either responsibilities others have placed on you or responsibility that you've been placing on yourself, commitments, stuff that you have said, vows that you've made almost. It feels very burdensome trying to meet everybody's expectation, especially maybe even your own. And so this is where you start giving yourself the space and the grace to change the narrative. You are more than enough. Wow, in the area of resources, you have the card of resources, fish. So this is financial abundance. This is emotional, mental, physical. This is abundant resources are being offered to you right now. No wonder you feel so lucky. And in the heart space, you have you, the sun, shining. Let yourself be who you are. Stand strong and proud and courageous. You have really accomplished something, and it is time for you to acknowledge that to yourself and stop letting the world treat you like you're less than. But they do it if you think you are. Otherwise, they don't. That's how that works. Mars having been in retrograde since October 30th, in that area of choice and decision making, Gemini, to your sign, and also Mars ruling a fellow fire sign, and Scorpio, which squares your energy. All that has made you feel like time's been standing still and you've been kind of stuck and you want things to move forward. I believe that changes next week. So this week, instead of thinking that time is your enemy, time is on your side. It is a gift. And so embrace the gift this week. And I really want to encourage you, Leo, you like to get out and socialize. Friday night's a good night for it. I know it's Friday the 13th, but I'm telling you, when I look at the energy of it, it's really great energy to be working on. You know, the overall energy I wrote for this week is confidence is an attractive force. And I wrote that because the moon is in Leo as we start off on Monday. And so really using that energy. And even though Venus is opposing your sign right now, she is up there in Aquarius, and so you're feeling this need to self-empower, right? But she's going to come and really help you do that in a couple months. So really embrace this. Notice where you feel disempowered, because that's where you write the new story. So this is about bringing an awareness to what needs your time and attention during that nice 4 months that she's hanging out with you. And so the action to take is to be willing to have new beginnings. We have new dreams. We have the small girl. So she's open to receiving new opportunities. Be open to receiving. You transform your life by being open to receiving. We have the divine feminine energy in the receptive position here. And so this is about being open to receiving. I feel like luck is coming to you, especially in a financial matter this week. And so be open to receiving. Because security, this thing you've been looking for in the anchor spot here, we have the card of security, the tower. The tower in Lenormand is not the tower in Tarot. Do not get confused. This one says safety, security. This is a big old castle here. And it's funny because this little girl here, she's dreaming of a castle. Notice that? It's right down here. See? It's hard to see in this light. There you go. And here it is. And here, think of yourself as the grown-up. And yet you have a new beginning. You're writing your own story. What you put out into the world is going to be returned to you. So give yourself the opportunity to really shine this week and to tell the world who you are and to make the changes that you want to. And I think this is a week where you assess what those changes are. And then and then you make them happen. Okay, I love this. Okay, so I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have the moon in Virgo, and the advice for you is we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So remember, you were worried about time. It says here, delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel, and you have the card of the Empress, growth. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows you the life of luxury. Most of us have to wait for that new moon, but they're kind of saying, you know what? Go ahead and take that first step. You have the new beginning, but I think it comes to you. I don't think you have to seek it. I think something comes to you, and so when the opportunity shows up, take it. Someone says, hey, let's make plans to go do this, that, or the other thing. You're like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready for a change. Let's do that. Or I don't know. There's something here. This is a very, very positive kind of fun energy coming in for you this week. The moon's going to move into Libra Friday, Saturday mostly, I would say. And you have a lot of cards. Wow. Okay. Look. You have the card of the Swan, but if you notice, it's a mirror. Can't make this stuff up. Go out, have some fun. The energy you put out is going to draw and attract back to you. So go out with your, your bells on and your ribbons in your hair and just really live it up. The card of the Lion. You can't make this stuff up. And the Otter. The Otter says, go have some fun. Let yourself shine. And what's interesting is you also got the Scorpio. The Scorpion. If someone's trying to hurt you, walk away. I think that if you deliberately try to attack somebody, that it backfires on you because of all this mirroring energy. And this feels most like a caution. Avoid being the Scorpion and avoid people who have got their stingers up. You just go have fun. You be confident. Remember that what you put out into the world is mirrored back to you. And so in order to bring in good luck, you want to be in the highest vibrational energy possible. There are times when you have to say something, right? But Mercury is in retrograde, so be really careful. First off, what you're hearing may not be what they're trying to say. And that's one thing. And the other thing is what you try to say to them may not be heard the way you're trying to say it. So be really careful, I would say, with your words, because everything else looks really good. I would hate for you to muck it up right there. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune and the Sisters of Seasons. Cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. When that moon was into Scorpio, and that is the Sister of Seasons kind of card, it has some really stressful energy around Sunday. So just be really patient with yourself and compassionate with yourself and with others. And just understand it's the energy and the cycle is going to move around. But you are on the upswing. I love it. I love it so much. Be on the lookout on Tuesday. The success video for this month will come out for you if you want to check that out. It's a new series because this is a year where we have to put in the work if we want to get the result. And so for this year, I'm going to do the success videos and we'll see how that goes. But I hope that it helps everybody stay on track and motivated to make the big changes in their life that they want. And I'm on Facebook every day if you want to check out a little bit more on that. And if you didn't get a chance to check out your full moon video, I would do that. We're in the energy of that full moon. All right, you guys take really good care. This looks fabulous. And I will talk to you soon. You look